First, let me apologize. I had to take a nebulizer for my asthma, so it took me a couple of minutes extra.
But you promised to give me a chapati because you're late.
Well,
that promise is there, right?
I'll give you 2 tomorrow.
Okay.
Now, I have missed Dave's introduction, but when we came in 2007, Swamiji gave us his vision, and we have been talking of the Sanga and the global family, and frankly, we were all on this side as clueless as anybody else was as to what he meant. And it did take us a few months to really organize our thinking and understand how are we going to connect up. In a global family, we are separated by geographical spaces, and Dr. Mohan Swami, who is our president, suggested that we should at least meet on telephone, and which we have done. The board of directors has met every month, but even then, our executive council, our executive committee did not meet as frequently as they could have, or it was more of a formality. Not because they did not want to, but because of the energies, the time, the space, the finances. And those are the challenges even today. I was specifically asked to do the job of the Vice President, Sadhakram Gram, SRSG. And Swamiji then told me that scene was so bad, he told me, Sonia, and Dr. Mohan Swami, that we don't have the culture of running an office. And he has students, disciples, global disciples, and sometimes he doesn't even get a mail for 8 days. And things were not as organized as they should be in an office complex. And that's from where we began. When I went round the Sadhagram, I have found very sincere people, each one doing more than his ability, and multitasking, and never saying no to anything, but not organized. They were not in departments. They were doing anything anybody asked them to do. So therefore, they were not able to have that time management. So what we really did was get them into departments, give them their work schedules, give them better salaries. They even refused to take higher salaries. They said, we are just doing seva. Some of them said, we are just doing seva. But we thought they must have a minimum, and Swamiji was more keen also to do that.
So if we just zoom in on finance and the office performance, looking back now with the challenges you just described, have we made the next step? Are we?
We have. For instance, what we took from Swamiji in this year was only 7.5% of what we took from him the previous year. So although our expenses have gone up, now we know where they go, how it is done. Electricity is costing more. We have put air conditioning in every cottage. And our salaries are costing more, but we are taking less from Swamiji. We have only taken this year, and we won't take any more, 7.5% of what we took last year. So these boys have done a good job. Boys and girls here have done a very good job. And we are hoping that we'll reach a stage where we would not be bothering him, at least for running the headquarters office here. And we've also got what is called the Foreign Contribution Regulation Act. Since we are a global family, people want to donate money, and they have to follow international rules. So it required chasing government offices, getting things through. Now the Dhyan Mandiram Trust has a Foreign Contribution Regulation Act sanction. So if any of you want to, whatever you pay, even now, say in dollars or whatever, is kind of covered under a legal system. It's not kind of a hush-hush thing. It's all right. It's all It's under legal provision.
Yeah.
And the same team, more or less, but it will be wrong not to talk about the volunteers who are working here, who are working without, some of them without a salary, they're just working around the year. And again, working on whatever task is given to them.
So that's an area for improvement.
That's an area which is working very excellently, was working excellently earlier, even now working excellently.
Right.
They are volunteers, they are the disciples.
Right. Okay.
So what I'm trying to say is your concerns about SRSG should end. What concerns me for tomorrow is other centers. What are our weak points outside? And who someone else will handle it, but that's my personal concern. How do we identify our weak centers? How do we reach out to them?
Okay.